Hey everyone, this is Aishwarya and welcome to Beauty with Coach. So guys, today we are going to discuss one more interesting problem asked by Amazon as well as Samsung. So Amazon and Samsung, you may think question is going to be very difficult, but trust me, question is very simple, very simple and interesting. Okay, so very simple, trust me. And you will say the same after few minutes after watching this video, of course. So if you want to say like question was really simple, watch this video till the end. Okay, and if you find this video helpful, don't forget to share it with your friends. So what the question is, without wasting any time, let's get started with problem statement. So the problem statement is, you're given an integer array where all elements are supposed to be positive integer. It means integer array. So elements can be either 0 or anything more than that, because only positive integers are allowed. Fine, clear? Now what your task is? Your task is to find all the leaders of that particular array. Okay, so what is leader of an array? See, any element present at any index is called leader if it is greater or equal to all the elements present at its right word or at its right side. Okay, so yeah, so no matter, let's say if first element is greatest, then it is obviously a leader because it is greater than all the elements present at its right side. So it's not like array is sorted. Array elements can be in any order, so no order is fixed. Fine, so it will be in random order. Fine, but now your job is to say whether a particular element present at any index is leader or not. For that you have to check if it is greater or equal to all the elements present at its right side. Okay, and one more thing guys, the last element or the rightmost element is always a leader. Why? Because it has no element at its right side to be compared with, isn't it? So yeah, last element or the rightmost element is always a leader. Rest for others we have to check whether these are leaders or not. So if you are ready, let's get started with code. So guys, like always, I'll explain my Python code. After that, I'll show you the C++ one. Okay, so t is equals to int input. Here t is nothing but number of test cases. While t is greater than 0, t minus equals to 1. Now n is equals to int input. So here n is a user given integer input. Fine, but what n is? See, n is nothing but size of this array A. Okay, so size of array. What A is? A is a list where all elements are supposed to be integers. Why? Because of this. Okay, so all elements are supposed to be integers. So A is also a user defined array in which, or user defined list rather, in which all elements are supposed to be integers. Fine. Now B is equals to, in bracket we wrote A of n minus 1, isn't it? What does this bracket mean? It means B is an array, isn't it? So in B we stored last element of A. Okay, so why last element of A? This is because I already told you last element is always a leader. So from here you can guess that B is supposed to hold all the leaders, isn't it? So B was not given, but yes, I included B to hold all the leaders of A. Okay. Now for I in range from n minus 2 to minus 1, then minus 1. What does it mean? So this loop or this for loop is supposed to iterate from n minus 2, that is the second element of your array A. So second element of your array A to minus 1. Why minus 1? I mean first element or the first index is 0, isn't it? Then why minus 1? Because here minus 1 is maximum limit and maximum limit is supposed to be excluded, isn't it? So this loop will iterate from n minus 2 to 0, that is from second last element to first element, isn't it? Then what is this minus 1? This minus 1 is nothing but step size. Okay, so since our loop is iterating in backward direction, we must give step size. Okay, in forward direction we generally don't. Why? Because we iterate in forward direction, that is fine, but um we take care of each and every element, isn't it? That's why the default value of step size is 1, so we don't need to give 1. But let's say we have to iterate from first element, then third element, and so on, then we must include step size. Okay, we must include step size if it's anything other than plus 1 or 1. Okay, so we included minus 1 as our step size because here our loop is iterating in backward direction. But why minus 1? Because it's taking care of each and every element. Okay, so it will iterate from second last element to the first element. Okay, now if A of I
is greater than b of minus 1, then a of I is supposed to be included in this array b, isn't it? So initially a of I is nothing but second last element of I, that is second last element of a, sorry, that is fine, and b of minus 1, or minus 1 means last element. So last element of b is nothing but the first element, because now b has only one element, isn't it? So yeah, whatever b it is, so it, when it is compared with last element of a, if it is greater, or if a of I is greater or equals to, it means it is a leader, isn't it? Why? Because b of minus 1 is the element which is present in right word of a, isn't it? Or a of I, sorry, yep, a of I. So if it's greater than whatever present at right of it, it means it is a leader. So b is supposed to hold all the leaders, so it is holding the value of a of minus 1. Okay, now we printed b and then colon minus 1. Why? Because we inserted all the elements of a in backward direction, isn't it? But now we want everything in the direction in which it was initially. Okay, that's why we reversed the array b. Okay, so for reversing I used colon minus 1. Okay, so I have already let me show you an example. After that you will understand. Okay, so 2 is nothing but number of test cases. What is 5? 5 is size of array and elements are 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, and the output or the leaders are 4 and 0. Why? Let me show you. Okay, so I'm not going to do everything, but see. So our elements were 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0, isn't it? And the leaders were 4 and 0. So 0, why, you already know, isn't it? So 0, why? Because it's the rightmost element, fine. Now we'll compare with this, or 4. Okay, so 4, because 4 is the second last element, isn't it? So initially a of I is nothing but 4. And when it will be compared with b of minus 1, so b has only one element now, isn't it? So b has only one element, that is 0. So a of I is greater than b of minus 1, isn't it? So this will be included in b, isn't it? So 4 will be included in b, fine. Now this loop will or the I will become n minus 3, isn't it? So third last element. And what is third last element? It is 3. And when 3 is compared with last element of b, that is 4, 3 is smaller, not greater or equals to, so 3 is not going to be included in b. And then it will be a of I will be 2, and when 2 will be compared with last element of b, that is 4, again a of I is smaller, and same goes with 1, isn't it? So b will have only two elements, 0 and 4. But since we printed b in reversed order, what is going to be printed? It is going to be 4, 0, and this is what our output is, isn't it? 4 and 0. So yeah, I hope you understood these things. So if you want C++ code, see, you can pause the video and copy this code.
Was the question difficult? I knew it. Question was very simple, isn't it? So if you still feel question difficult, then please do let me know in comment section. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Or if you think question was easy, or if you think the way in which I explained was really helpful for you, please hit the like button. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to it and hit the bell icon next to it, because I upload almost every day, so you may get notified. And if you find this video helpful, share it with your friends. They will seriously bless you for these kind of questions, and I'll bless you too, because I seriously need support. This is the new channel and I need to grow. So please, if you want to support me in any way, all you can do is share my videos as much as you can. So on this note, I'm wrapping up this video. So stay healthy, stay fit, love you all. This is Aishwarya signing off. Bye bye.